Hello, and welcome to Japanese Craft Beer Reviews. From today, we're going to begin looking at a whole series of beers from a brewery that we haven't touched on yet, and that brewery is called Baeren. And Baeren is a brewery in northern Japan in the city of Morioka, Iwate-ken, Iwate Prefecture, and they have been around since 2001. That was when they were founded, and they are a kind of specialist in German-style beers, and they make a variety of those types of beers, and we will look at several of them. Baeren, their name means bear in German, or it's actually the genitive, the possessive form or plural form of bear, and they do have a bear on their label, and this bear is also standing over a barrel with three traditional beer making tools, so very traditional old style European beer making tools. And Baeren, their original equipment they bought from Germany, and reports are that some of the equipment they bought was actually over 100 years old. And I'm not sure how much of that still exists. They are a fairly large brewery. They're considered a microbrewery though, but they are pretty big. And they make several beers every year. They have three regulars. Those regulars are their classic beer, which is the first one we will look at, the Baeren Classic, which is a Dortmunder style, and a Schwarzbier, and an Alt. So those are their three mainstay beers, but they also make a variety of seasonals throughout the year, and we'll look at about 9 of them. And mainly German styles. They do produce a variety of others as well, but mainly German styles, and they're famous for that in Japan. German style beer has a kind of special place in Japan because the original breweries back in the 1800s were staffed or originated by Europeans, and especially Germans. And Baeren also uses a lot of German ingredients that they import from Germany. And one point about their beers is that while their bottled beers are pasteurized to allow them to be shipped, around the country, their draft beer is not. So if you go to their restaurant in Morioka, you can drink unpasteurized, fresh Baeren beer. On RateBeer, RateBeer lists 104 different beers, individual beers from them, and Untapped has 131, and the Untapped average score is 3.54, a little bit high. So we're going to look at 12 different beers from them, and we will start with their three the three main beers: the Classic, the Schwartz, and the Alt. And let's get going, shall we? Oh, by the way, the bear that they use as on their logo is also the official prefectural animal of Iwate-ken, way up in northern Japan, an area where you might come across a bear in the forest. So the first beer we will look at from Baeren is called Baeren Classic, and this is called a Helles style or Dortmunder export. 22 IBUs, 6% alcohol, and it is considered their mainstay, their flagship beer, which you can find in different places around Japan for sure. And give you a better look at the label there. Again, we have a bear with the beer barrel, and the ingredients. It's kind of hard to see. You might be able to see a little bit better here. Okay, let's give this one a go. On Untapped, this one has 829 ratings, an average score of 3.5. And on RateBeer, 39 ratings, an average of 3.34. 61 percentile for all beers on RateBeer, and 97 percentile for its style, which is Dortmunder Export Helles, which is pretty high. Okay, I know I've had this before, but it certainly has been a while. It is a very slightly hazy, maybe some slight chill haze, kind of medium amber gold color with a finger and a half of kind of fluffy, slightly rocky off-white head. And put it through the light and see what we get here. Carbonation, you can see, is mild but extensive through all parts of the glass. Okay, aroma. It does have a lightly malty nose. I'm getting something like a lightly overripe stone fruit, but basically it's a nice maltiness. Flavor similar. This is just clearly a malt-driven beer. 22 international bittering units. It's there for sure. You can feel it in late mid palate, kind of on the back of the tongue. There's kind of a dark metallic note at in the finish. But overall, it's malty, generously fruity, and bitterness attacks just at the right point in mid palate, and then continues to with some nice tracks in the end. So I didn't check the ingredients here, but I assume, yeah, it's just malt, barley malt, and hops, and that is it. 6%, 22 international bitter units. This is a very pleasant beer. And they do call it their classic, so I assume this is kind of the beer that they would think is their mainstay beer. Once again, Baeren Classic, Dortmunder Export at 6%, 22 international bittering units. And you can find their beers on their website. They do have a web shop, and the website is bilingual, English and Japanese. So go online and check them out, and you should definitely try several of the Baeren beers. We'll be looking at many more of them in the next 11 videos, and I hope you're along for the ride. Please subscribe to the channel and leave me a comment. Okay, I'd love to hear from you, and I do reply. That's it for today. Take care. Bye-bye.